Over to you, Manchester City. Over to you. And my brother Thomas Frank, I don't even need Man City to win tomorrow, but Frank, my brother, do something for me, my bro. It's a little draw. I say, I don't want Tottenham to win. You already know what it is, Frank. You already know. But over to Man City, because Arsenal have won their game. Back to winning ways in the Premier League. And it was needed because we hadn't won in the last 3. Liverpool, Forest, United, no wins in 3. That was needed. That was needed today. And away from home as well. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to Rasenal TV, people. Then welcome back to the channel. Needed. Absolutely needed. So what have we learned, people? We've learned that Kai Havertz is most likely going to start against Chelsea because we're more direct with him in the team. We've also learned that Bukayo Saka has potentially picked up another injury. We're going to talk about that. He was injured in the warm-up. We've also learned that potentially Victor Gyokeres has now found his goal-scoring boots, people. Potentially. Scored again today. Scored in the week. He scored against Inter Milan as well. Is that 3 goals in his last 4 games for Victor Gyokeres? Has anyone said that? Has any of the tacticos said that? Has anyone said that? Has anyone said that Victor Gyokeres has got 3 goals in his last 4? I don't think so. Gabriel Jesus on the score sheet as well. Martin Odegaard comes on and gets an assist. People, let's dissect it. Welcome back to Rasenal TV. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, people. Then I like to 50 likes on this video and subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to hit 2,000 subscribers. Let's make it happen. But the first thing that happened, people, we saw Saka get injured in the warm-up. And the talk is that apparently it could be his hip, which is annoying. It looked like it was his hamstring, went down the tunnel, didn't look great. We will see what happens with Saka. I don't want to fuel any more speculation. He could be all right. Who knows? But it doesn't look great, and he looks set to miss out against Chelsea. But the reason why we're talking about Saka first, because it means that Madueke has to come in. And Madueke in that first half as well was good down that right-hand side, causing the left back a lot of problems, corners into the box, whipping balls into the box. And he's the reason why we score our first goal. And it was constant pressure from Arsenal at one point. The game started. It was a bit of a chess match. Leeds did have a shot go straight over the bar. We had a first shot on target with Zubamendi, which was actually nice play on the left-hand side. I think the ball was, it was Rice, then Trossard into Gyokeres. Gyokeres, good hold-up play. Back into Rice. Rice then plays it across the box to Zubamendi, and he shoots it straight at the goal from outside of the box. But again, pressure, and pressure makes diamonds. Or pressure, you crumble. Because that's what Leeds did from the goal, and I'm going to explain why. Because Madueke, ball into the box from a corner, again, it's headed out. Meets Rice on the edge of the box. Rice sends it back over to Madueke. I'm thinking he's going to do a 1-2 with Zubamendi, make a run and get into the box. No. He waits, gets himself a little bit of space and swings it in, and Zubamendi gets his head on it and he makes it 1-0. Lovely goal. Lovely goal. And Zubamendi again with another goal. Another headed goal for Zubamendi. Someone that wins a lot of aerial duels and gets a lot of headed goals as well. Interesting. Doesn't matter about how tall you are. It's about how you use your body. That's literally how it is. It matters how you use your body. And Zubamendi rose like a salmon to get us 1-0 up. And then 10 minutes later, this is what I'm talking about, pressure. Because all people are like now, what they are like now, is that whenever Arsenal get a corner, right, it's pressure. Because Arsenal can score from any moment. Where we swing it in and we send the ball high over and it goes deep to the back post and someone heads it back over across the goal and we head it in, or Gabriel, or it goes to the edge of the box. No, we're just that good that teams are now nervous for us when we get corners, because that was a mess of a goal to concede. I'm not going to lie. If I'm Daniel Farker, I'm fuming at that goal because there was no Arsenal player around. It was no Arsenal player around. Madueke sends in the ball and what's his name? Darlow literally pushes it into the goal. And there were 2 Leeds players around him. That was actually a very comical goal to concede. And if Arsenal did that, I'd be fuming. Absolutely fuming. We go into halftime 2-0 up. And then after that, the question is, because I predicted 2-1 and I said, you know what? I would like a clean sheet. I would love a clean sheet. And a clean sheet is what we got. And guess what? We got goals from Gyokeres and Gabriel Jesus. Our strikers are starting to score goals now, people. Goals. Gyokeres, it was a little bit of a shinner. I think it was Odegaard that assisted. No, it was Martinelli that assisted Gyokeres, and Odegaard assisted Gabriel Jesus. And Gabriel, not even Gabriel Jesus, Martin Odegaard comes on and gets an assist. And you know what? It was a big call by Mikel Arteta to drop Odegaard today. That was a very, very big call. That's what I will say. It must have been easy. Us as fans have been calling for it for weeks. He did get dropped, and we do look more direct with Havertz. But then, even with Eze as well, what does that say about Ebere Eze? And even the fact that Havertz has been out for so long, he got the start today instead of an Eze. But then Eze hasn't been performing well. He didn't even perform well against Kairat. He didn't do well against Inter Milan. So what can you say? What can you do? And we know that Arteta is a big, big fan of Kai Havertz. And I understand why. I can understand why, you know. But Kai Havertz, 60 minutes in the tank, good. He'll be ready for Chelsea. So people, we're 7 points clear at the moment. I wasn't panicking after Man United last week. I'm not going to lie, people. I wasn't panicking indeed. I wasn't panicking. I wasn't worried of this, that, and the other. I still think we're going to go and win the league. And now our boy Thomas Frank is going to do something for us tomorrow, because we know that Thomas Frank is an Arsenal fan. You can't hide it. Can't hide it. Can't hide it. We know Thomas Frank is going to do something for us tomorrow. But even then, even whether Tottenham win or they don't, it does not matter. Because we're going to do what we're going to do anyway, and we're going to go on and win this league. Does that make sense, people? Am I being very, very clear? If I am clear and you're still here watching this, let me know if I'm clear. And let me know if you're on board. And let me know if you believe. Just say believe in the comment section down below if you have made it this far. People then, Leeds 0, Arsenal 4, 7 points clear. And now, big game coming up. Big game coming up. When? I'm looking at my calendar. Tuesday, League Cup semi-final. It is on. Oh, it's on. And we're going to start the build-up to that game tomorrow, indeed. Love and guidance, people. Make sure you subscribe to Rasenal TV. If we're not on 50 likes yet, smash that button and help me get there. And make sure you subscribe as well, people. Then, love and guidance, people. Peace.